How's it going, everybody? Todd Medina, SoulogyOneStudios. We found ourselves in a secluded cabin with some internet. So we're going to start doing some Soul Speaks 5D, some spontaneous ones just in the moment, and start doing a daily radio broadcast, a Universalcast. And just going to keep trying to move toward that dream of a 24/7, 365 multiple channel handheld app-based network. A galactic, cosmic, angelic transmission. We all got to have dreams, right? Catching chronic universal healing. Crystalline colors coming down. Red, black, white, yellow, brown. Boom, the rainbow sound. Drowning love light, can't hide. Gotta come around, move the feet, bring the bass down. I love what you mean to me, get your grip, time to ground, seeding vibrations, sounding frequencies, imaginating, integrating, ethereal, eloquent efficiencies, spontaneity, coincidence be synchronicity, hell's a myth, not a mystery. Unique, not uniformity, all about individuality, facing fears, loving hard, everything you want to be, get your soul speaking. Y'all truth seeking. Call me cool, call me crazy, call me poet, call me philosopher, call me freak, call me free, call me sovereign. Soul's not a have to be. Love yourself, level with me. It's all about what you know you be. I lived the street, felt the heat, trick or treat, beat down, ain't a back down, tripping on the beach, county jail, lost my seat. Paper chase, big cause, man's law's not self-evident. I ain't serving those dead presidents. Off the grid, I ain't hid. Saw the devils coming, angels flying, homeboys dying, mama crying. World been lying, but never give up, never stop trying. Kick it out, light it up. They're gonna tell you what you're not, tell you what you don't got. All lies and labels, fables, what's this? We're light bodies now. We're elevating, captivating, stimulating, integrating, invigorating. We fixing us now, baby, and I'm loving you hard. Let's get naked, kiss the minute, magic skies. Now you're high, now you're right. Ego was an alibi. Not meant to lead, feel the unseen, live the dream, get real, living life back, soul fire and ice, getting untracked, talk the smack from the inside, authentic originality, not a face slap, hear your voice, it's the word, chore to choice, universal brain matter, universal brain master. Chakras beginning to stable, soul been enabled, let it shine, shake its ass, perfect and fine. Brother, I don't need your dime, sister, I don't need your time. Laws, I don't need your hollow crimes. Love is free as love is free as love is free. Don't pay to play, drop the consensual insanity. Catch the fire, Soul Street. What you say? Lose the greed, universal live feed, all we got, all we need, spirit scientific. It's called Soulogy. Welcome to the show, everybody. We're going to start doing this on a daily basis. Here's a little Soulogy meditation from Amanda Lawrence and some friends.
Aishta matikia tamataya mahaya. Chamatia sakataya matoi. Samataya.
How's it going, everybody? Todd Medina, SoulogyOneStudios. We're just coming out with the daily show, making it up as we go. Everything could change tomorrow. That's what the Ascension's all about. Every day's a new beginning. Yesterday was a dream or a nightmare, but we can let it go either way. No more getting stuck on the future. Multi-dimensional aspects are just us talking to ourselves, whether they come in the middle of the night or through some signs or synchronicities. As we release our vulnerabilities, it's all about what we know we be. We're going to keep on bringing this programming out. We're going to use whatever means possible. These shows resonate with you, please share. We've been getting suppressed, but we know there's polarities in everything, and if I'm getting suppressed, we're getting suppressed. There's something inside ourselves that we need to own. Every one of us has been both sides of the coin, victimizer, victim, suppressor, suppressed. There's only one thing that's true, and that's oneness, and oneness is the best we can do in the human language to try to describe it, but we can be it in the wordless way that our energy speaks. That's right. It ain't about what somebody else is doing or what's happening on the world stage or what this story looks like or if spaceships are landing or a religious icon comes down on a chariot blowing fire. It's all the same thing. Anything external is both not able to overpower you, but is also you. And we can live in unison with that energy. We're moving from the infinity sign to the Trinity. We're all gods and goddesses, divinity in the flesh, melding the non-physical and the physical, all the polarities, feminine and masculine, light and dark, wrong and right. It's all the same thing. Have to get the bugs out. Let me know if the music's too loud or the mic's too loud. I'm trying to get used to it again. It's been a long time. I sent out a couple of feelers to see if I could get somebody to do a Soul Speaks 5D with me tonight. But I think if they don't respond, that's cool. If they don't respond, we'll just have a round table discussion. Here's another meditation, about 3 minutes long, Soulogy style. It's a little different than the last one. This is from SoulogyOneStudios ensemble. It's Angie Love.
This is a 528 hertz heart chakra opener, love frequency. I was guided with a little message. Started writing. Okay, there we go. Spiritual gangsta claiming one, dividing self. One complaint at a time. Instead, I'm gonna spew through this little rhyme. Ready? Here we go. Love and light. This is how we fight. Sending out acceptance. Change isn't what we do. Change is what we are. You wanna be a spiritual gangsta? Stop the venom spew. Trump is who we consciously chose. It's who we've got, whether you want to believe it or not. Spiritual gangsta, put your ego aside. Stop whining. Injustice, another illusion, because we are free. Stand with me, us, the one, here to learn how to love all that stand before me. I shall wash your feet. Oneness is the only way we will ever be complete. I'm not judging, brothers and sisters. This is a friendly reminder. Breathe, just be. Allow your heart to lead. You desire change? Change your mind. Feel before your fingers hit the keys. Feel before you speak. Be an example of this love ministry. You sick of hypocrites and posers you claim? Can't be one that makes you just the same. Again, desire change, go silent. Don't speak, send love. Hate is for the weak. Let's take the high road together. We have changed Earth, Gaia forever. Pride in your country, your world, no divide. Pull up your big girl panties, it's time to ride. Soulogy style. Today is a happy day. Praise be to us. Praise Blu-ray. Put love where your mouth is.
We're all one. That was Angie Love, Angie Garcia, Angie Rita. She's gone by so many names since I've known her. My dear sister from Venus. Yeah, she's going to be coming out making some music with us at SoulogyOneStudios with some of the other stuff that we're doing. I want to tell you about a little something that we're going to be doing. Morgan and I, we're just following the guidance, following the direction as best we can is all we're trying to do. We're going to come out with a little series of at least 5 videos covering Helios Gamos, shadow work, tools for the ascension, sacred union, and sacred sexuality. We're going to start recording those and then we're going to upload them. Just following the guidance. It's a pretty good beat. Looks like we're probably going to do an open mic tonight, roundtable discussion, and try to get some people on that haven't been on before. Just have like 3 or 4 people on the screen at the same time and have a conversation about what's happening. What's going on, Michelle Howard, Neil Devaney, Angela Williams, Lynn True, Lorraine Middleton, Simone Boltz, Amira Beth. This is an Amira Beth wisdomware.org shirt. Thank you for that. Thank you for my I Am Soul backpack. You guys visit wisdomware.org and Amira Beth. I think it's good to talk about what we're going through. I think our highest activations, transmissions, and downloads and channelings come from having conversations with each other. And you know, all that multidimensional stuff is kind of cool, and all the connections we have. And they're increasing every day all around this world, you know? But as important and as significant and synchronistic as those things might be, we get more from being you and me and just talking to each other. We all going through the same thing. We spent many incarnations being too rough on ourselves. And now we've learned to love ourselves and to go easy. And when we learn to go easy on ourselves, we earn the right through the wisdom that comes from going easy on each other. That's right. That's oneness. And no matter how kind, how loving, compassionate, understanding, supporting we can be for someone else, we can only be that to them, what we are to ourselves. And that's what this whole trip's about. That's what I call the I Am Soul. Those words mean more to me than the words shaman, mystic, priest, priestess. Yeah. I Am Soul is an integration of the God, Goddess, and the human hybrid being. We are graduating into the multiverses with the widest range of consciousness this universe has ever seen, because we've done the work. We all showed up. So when things get a little rough, just remember, there's an elevation coming right after you get through it, and we're all getting through them quicker and quicker now. We're all rising together. That's right, Mary Elizabeth, go easy. Go easy on yourself and go easy on each other. And like the beloved sister says, I am soul. We've been blessed by a beloved sister and her family to have a little cabin in the remotest section of Northern California you could ever find. stuck in between mountains all around us and a river right behind us. The world would say that we have nothing. We have nothing that we own, very little, but abundance is expanding as we expand, and the definition of it follows. It comes in all forms and fashions. Abundance is the new order of the day. Because the universe is reciprocating now. I don't know if reptilians have been, or Anunnaki have been escorted off the earth, or a quarantine's over, or 26,000 years has come to an end, or whatever the case may be. I really don't care. All I care about is being me right now. I know I'm not just Todd Medina, but you know what? I only get to be him one time, and that goes for you too. So let's take a little pride in the journeys that we've made, and we've made plenty. Let's take a little pride in who we are, and what we are a part of. This is a universal correction that we're find ourselves in. Let me see if I can find something real quick. Here we go. Here's a little music from the other side of the world. Universal Brothers and Sisters Circle. I'll see you back in about 3 or 4 minutes.
That's our music, so if you like it, it's holler. It's nothing. Peace.
Work is gone. Work is gone already. We love the children.
Yeah. I don't know why you thought I was asleep. Huh? Yeah. Go ahead, King. Check them. Yeah. Let's do it. 144,000 on the ground. Go on, salute the fleet. About to blast off, homie. Hey. Let's go. Dipping through the astral belt like sauce. On another level, Ella like a rebel renegade. Down my flavor, you can flip it so amazing, man. Yeah. It'll been the pillar, make them live in the vanilla. I moved in millennia, familiar with the flipping in the mother loving building. We building full of tripping, son. Look, I got greens, beans, chicken, turkeys, old rats with so much magic. Harry Potter, call me daddy. Yeah. Gone off the grade, all in your face, all on the base, all in the place. Holla, man, this command fleet like. Yeah. Close the blast doors, you about to blast off, man. Close the blast doors, you about to blast off, man. Blast off, man. About to blast off. Go to blast off, but come on. Yo, many millennia. I've been in my tune, keeping cool on my mom raw. Summer solstice, rise, fly, plus thunder. Rain while the sun's out, rain while the sun's out. Yeah. They dance for the honk in the gold blue hairdress, rose petal juice, and my challenge me the lamp is. Take me a sip for I really get the ramping, yo. Come on, baby. Really get it pop up for the fleet peep. How we get busy in the deep, so deep that the underrated really still worry about what it's gonna be. Yeah. We got the whole thing on quarantine. Going harder than the mother lover. Go salute the colors when we come through. Too cool, doing what we do, boo. Yeah. With them speakers on the roof. Butter on them brothers, yo. That's a Betty Crocker Figaro. They call me Diamond Sport Angelo. Light work animal. Shine so bright, the dark know not to run up on me, yo. Blast off, but the blast off, homie. Hold the blast off, but the blast off, homie. Blast off on yeah. Hey. Dig.
So, Universal Brothers and Sisters Circle, Lavelle Zimmerman, Amon Ra, Corey Marshall, and company. Doing a little galactic rap there. His little soul speak called Soul Eyes. It's my favorite one. Shout out to Chucky Beats on YouTube.
Chucky Beat.
This one goes out to the divine goddess in my life, Morgan Lee. So what's all this and what's all that? Who is he and where it's at? What is she? Another smokestack, hard soul impact, talking street spirit smack, galactic full track, got the angels at her back. Look at her, what you see? Another mirror into you and me. Can't you see you as you, me as me? What else can we be? But if I take my eyes off you and look at me, now I can see. Supernatural benefactor, illusion detractors, not a factor. We come from the hereafter. We got our natural nature, high vibrational creation in motion, sexy soul, sensational. Mama's love potion, neo-navigational, intuitive, emotional, irrational, irrational, life's devotion, fantasy factual, new earth's approaching, multi-dimensional, cosmic congruence, relove solutional. Come on now, I'll raise this roof with you. Blue cobalt skies, violet purple flames, avians, Arcturians, ancient Akashic, anarchists, Andromedans, able-bodied human souls. It's time to get bold. We've been shown, we've been told. We're glory gold. We're halo from the hood, homegrown. Shift happens, veil lifted. Life is for the gifted. Mama universe has shifted.
Silky beat.
We walking each other home. It's the only place we ever known. Heart space, straight soul. What you think ain't what you know. Internal intimacy, masculinity, femininity, divine unions convincing me. So it ain't what in you I see or what you see in me. You see you, I see me. That's the road we walking. Enough of this 3D talking. It's time to go soul stalking. What your frights, what your fears, what you feeling. Another shift is near. Time to ground, time to balance, time to clear. So what's all this and what's all that? Who is he and where it's at? What is she? Another smokestack, hard soul impact, talking street spirit smack, galactic full track. She got the angels at her back. Look at her, what you see? Another mirror into you and me. Can't you see you as you, me as me? What else can we be? Take my eyes off you, take your eyes off me, now we both can see. Blue cobalt skies, violet purple flames, avians, Arcturians, ancient Akashic, anarchists, Andromedans. We are able-bodied human souls, and it's time to get bold. We've been shown, we've been told, we're glory gold. We're halo from the hood, homegrown. Shift happens, veil lifted, life is for the gifted. Mama universe has shifted.
Silky beat.
Welcome to the show, everybody. We're just, out here in this secluded cabin in Northern California. Just taking this thing in stride just like everybody else. You know, we can't take it all too serious. Everything's not going to be perfect, but you know what? There is beauty and abundance and glory and grace all around us, each and every one of us. We just got to find it. And the more we find it, the more it builds. This thing's contagious, and we've way past the tipping point now. So we're just going to keep it going on our end. We're going to probably do an open mic roundtable tonight. We're going to do at least one Soul Speaks 5D. I haven't heard back from the two people that I approached about it. If anybody wants to collaborate, hit me up, and we'll just see if we can make it work. And, in divine timing, I guess we'll all come together. Here's a little Romeo Barron, a little galactic rap.
Unasai, iri hanena, iri kanina, ere grande, llanas, y al camnene, dere sunyana dal jamne dar shamdina al jamde dere sunyana nam dere jamne te sunyan hal jam te jam ete sunyan dal jam ese sunyan dar jam dere jamne dere kamde dere samne te sunyan al jamde te sunyan al jam ete sunyan al jam es dere sunyan nam dere te sarjan ele jendan al jam ramjan dar jam dere janan der san arjan etu danhan yetan es sunyana dale kendina al jannete yandan kel al jannete yandan tele zamdere kandere andele jamdere sujana namdele jam el sujana namdele dere kandele jana dare janana el sujana al jannete el sujana al jannete andele che kufyana ashan yeshana desoy nanchina yer kanela yashan deshana antele sujana namdele jana Darshanın amdete kufşan alşan ete duşan nante Yalikandiri ere suşanan Yalşanınam Yalşanınam Grande yanas Vasha yanas Ram yanas Ey yani Yalşanınam Yalşuyanam Yalşanneha Yalşannena Aljande Yalşunyana Namdele jandele tesu Yande arşan ete Diri sunyana namdele jan eresan elsaljan Arjanınan Aljanınet Der sujana namdele jante Er sujana Aljan eha Er fujana namdele jante Aljan eha Er fuja Dele sujana Dele sujana Aljanıhe Dele fujana na Yeljanıhe Yaljanınan Yere kandele jan E sujan ante Yalje e tu Yaljan dele tujan ante Dere sujana Dar sujana Arjandi Dere sujana namdele jan ele te sujana Dar jandele jinna Aljana Del tamnena Arjandena Arjandehe Del sujana Dar jandehe Arjandehe ya Yarjandere Jandalje namdele jena Dere sanena Dele sujana Dele janena Dere sunna Arjandele te sunnandan Dere kandele te sangandan Junasai
Sorry about that. A little technical difficulty. Just trying to get our, get back in gear with this thing. I haven't done any of these radio shows in a while. It takes a lot of energy. And then you got to listen to something like Romeo Barron. Whoa. We had a get-together in Sedona. We got together several times with a few different people, but we had I don't know if you've caught it. It's about 3 hours and 45 minutes broadcast. It's called the Soulogy in Sedona Soul Gathering, and it was from a few days ago. But one of the really cool things that happened was Shakina Rose and Romeo Barron got up and did a freestyle light language, and I'm going to cut that out, and I'm going to make a separate video with it, and I think I'm going to open up the next Soul Speak 5D with it. You usually play a song beforehand, but it's really interesting. It's a beautiful thing to watch. And then there was a beautiful lady came up from the crowd and added a third light language, so that was really cool. Let's see what we got going here. Got to have a little music on just to get the words flowing properly. Let's see here. Let's find something. All right, here we go. Yeah. Got 30 people in the house. Hey, Eric Hypes. Appreciate the comment. The human is the hero. Geraldine JP says the human is the hero. Walking each other home. Yesterday's a humble Kenyan in Vienna in his own way showed us the human is unlimited. I missed that. Sounds like an interesting story. So as we try to take advantage of or work in cooperation equally with what we have to work with here at Soulogy, I'm pretty much going to run a watch party of back-to-back footage, mostly of Soul Speak 5Ds. It'll be running 24 hours on my page and on the Soulogy pages. And you can just kind of see it as a channel, like, every now and then if you just want to check in and see what's being talked about or what musical expressions people have come out with. Just come in the house and get a little shot of Soulogy as we work towards a 24/7, 365 independent network, Universalcast, and we're in no rush. There is no linear in this experience anymore. We're all getting past the timelines because there's only one, and that's the present. We freed ourselves from the traumas and the suffering and the pain of the past. And we'd freed ourselves as well from the unrealized successes of the future. And now we stand in the present, hand in hand. And the most important grid in our experience is lighting up. And this is just my opinion. But it's not the Christ consciousness grid. It's not the divine feminine grid, divine masculine grid. It's the human hybrid soul grid. It's the Great Awakening. And we're lighting up this world and transforming it day by day, moment by moment. And as we do that, the universe is transforming as well because we are at the center of it all. The stories don't matter anymore. We're all the same. Each one of us is a shaman and a mystic and a priestess. Each one of us is a healer. Each one of us was made in the image. And it's time to put all this stuff we've been through to work. Or I should say play. We're instant manifestors. We're on the outer edge of universal transformation, and it happens within ourselves. So don't forget to hashtag follow the fairy tale, hashtag the human is the hero, and hashtag, of course, I am soul. Shout out to Kai Engel. This is his music. It's beautiful. This is an album called The Scope. I'm going to play a little bit of Ingrid Esme. She's a very blunt, direct, beautiful lady. This is 10 or 15 minutes from A Soul Speaks 5D. Hello, everybody. Michelle Bruce, Jit Kujar, and Ingrid Esme Ferrer Esno. All right, let's get started. And self-love is the same thing. It's going to translate to the external. I can only love anything outside of me as much as I love myself. I can only love the universe as much as I love myself. So here we go.
Yeah.
So yes,
and that's what. And that's what I really, really was forced. I used the word forced.
Yeah.
It was love itself that forced me to really, what can I say, remember again or discover again or truly, fully, remember again how powerful love is and how extremely important it is to love myself first.
Yeah.
I really understood fully when I had my 3 near-death experiences that loving myself unconditional was not only was I capable to really, what can I say, not heal myself from cancer, but I was capable or willing to love my cancer, as I said before, to love it fully, openly. And when I did that, when I loved the cancer, I really, it's like I was shut out in the cosmos or space of freedom, because unconditional love is freedom. It's absolutely freedom. And in that, I saw that then I won with everything. I'm absolutely one with everything that exists. And in that, I affect other people. I have a huge, we all have
Yeah.
we have enormous effect on other people when we love ourselves unconditional. And that's why what I, I think I remember that I told you before, and in one of our other conversations, that I realized that all my ex-husbands that I before had blamed for everything in my life,
Yeah.
that there was life itself. And love expands us. It opens up to a power we have never been allowed to carry until now, because it's so powerful.
Yeah.
No human being have been given this power. That's why uh, what can I say, love or God also makes sure that when it comes to a point in our evolution or the human history, that when we have gone too far, things has been, what can I say, been stopped, or or maybe this sounds even more crazy, but we haven't taken that power away for a while, because we, as I said, we was never allowed to carry that much power.
Yeah.
To what can I say, to um, to ruin the planet, or to
Yeah.
to kill ourselves completely.
And maybe we're maybe our purpose here in this experience, in this incarnation, is to expand love like it's never been expanded before.
Yes.
And the way this realm has been set up as duality,
Yeah.
and the ultimate duality being what is illusion, distortion, distraction on one end, and what is reality on the other end. Okay, so
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, if you take love
Mm.
as the extremes of the spectrum, we have this love that we was implanted in us, or that we believed in, that we were conditioned to, which is, I have to tell you I love you. I tell you I love you, so you'll love me. Or I was in that marriage for so long because out of love I thought I was supposed to go through pain and suffering, and we compromise ourselves for this idea of love that's not even love. That's the other side of the spectrum, that is the real love that we're finding, which is found by honoring ourself and loving ourself, as opposed to overcompensating and overgiving at the expense of reducing our own illumination, by depleting ourselves. We've all gone through
Yeah.
these traumas. How much of this stuff that we've gone through, we did in the name of love? Oh, I'm going to stay in the marriage because it's the right thing to do. That's what love does. Well, that's not what love does.
No.
Love
Love
does
is,
not. Yeah, you
sorry,
got it.
sorry.
No, you take
Love is freedom. Love is totally, absolutely freedom. And when I said that, love, it also, I feel it also necessary for me to say that I'm not talking about the kind of freedom that you are together with a man or a woman, and you have this so-called open relationship where you can be with other partners and things like that. That is still ego. It's not freedom. Freedom, absolutely freedom, true freedom, unconditional love, is that you don't have any need to make your partner make you or make you feel safe,
yeah, yeah,
to promise that I will be with you for the rest of your life. But in that freedom, in that true love to another person, you love, be with that person. It's enough. Do you understand what I mean when I say
yeah,
it's enough?
yes,
You really are fully present in that relationship with that partner, with that person. Love is when you love yourself unconditional. Everything that you need, then, as you know, will then are already fulfilled within you, in you. You are enough.
yeah,
Spending time being together with a person that you really love unconditional, also because you love yourself unconditional, will be the new era relationships. It will be relationships where we love, as you said, we will integrate love like never before, but we will also love like never before because there are no fear. Imagine what it means to be together with a person and you are not afraid of loving fully, completely, being totally open. You allow yourself to be vulnerable. You allow yourself to be open, to share absolutely everything. There's nothing you want to hide. There's nothing you need to um, to make sure of will stay the same. You are in what I call a new energy partnership, not a relationship, because I said before I don't believe in relationships because relationships is the old energy. It holds a lot of concepts.
Yeah.
It holds a lot of fear and a needs for security. But imagine those relationships where a man or a woman or two men or two women are together in in true love, in unconditionally love, and what that does to the environment, to the world, to the earth, to
Yeah.
our children, to animals, to absolutely everything. And that is what we are not entering, but actually have entered. We have had relationships, including myself, that has been extremely dysfunctional,
Yeah.
but I needed them so much.
Yeah.
Like I needed my cancer because I so needed to really open up to the love that I am, to the power, and to the freedom that also takes us to and vulnerability that are our true passion. This passion we haven't embodied ever in the world or in our human experience yet, but that's what we do. The
Yeah.
passion will are our, what can I say, our unlimited creativity, because we are creativity itself. We are God. We are
Yeah.
God itself. We are eternal. Imagine being together with a person where you can love so fully, so totally, that there is nothing there, just this love that where you can be your true self, where you can
Yeah.
be spontaneous, where you can there is no, what can I say, there is no fear for intimacy, not even emotionally or sexually. This
Yeah.
love is this natural state.
Mic check. That was our beloved sister Ingrid. She's been on the show about 4 times, I think. You can find the episodes on YouTube. SoulogyOneStudios is the channel. You can also find all the shows we've done on my personal page under photos. And go to albums and then to videos. And the last one will be listed first. There are a lot of signs. There's a lot of things pointing the right directions as we approach 2020. Last year was a difficult year. We did a lot of processing, and this year it's continued. But we're moving through everything faster, and it's not throwing us for a loss for as long as it used to. We are all the virtues of the soul. And that's the truth. And we lost our way on purpose so that we could expand the virtues of the soul. Make no mistake, the entire universe is watching, learning and growing as each one of us do within ourselves. It's an extraordinary time to be living, because the fear of dying has left us. You can see the world is changing, even though we're paying less attention to it now. Because the universe is in front of each and every one of us, right in our face. And it's letting less and less slide. And that's not a slide against any of us. It's just helping us become aware, so that we can share in this rising together. I'm going to put on a quick video and then come back with something else. Maybe another clip from the Soul Speaks 5D. Let's see here what we got. Here's an old one we did from about 2.5 years ago. It's got clips of like 3 or 4 of them. It runs about 10 minutes.
And I started to have a different view of what I thought God was, you know, and for the first time in my life, I started feeling God was right here, you know, the God within.
Right.
And my intuition just started kicking off, you know, and...
Well, yes and no, because everything is always that, right? It is very important to clear your shadow selves, to heal your past and future aspects within you, so that you can run your energy and make room for more of your higher self to integrate into the body and to ground that energy into the planet. And when you do that, it goes into the collective consciousness stream, or the grid, where we're all connected. And that by doing your own clearing and making room and expansion to bring more of your higher self in and ground that source energy into the planet, it's going to help raise the vibration of this plane or the planet that we're on, and also help other people to have their triggers and awakenings happen, because they're going to, they can't help but receive that vibrational force that shakes things up within them and allows things to start coming into their reality. And it's basically a matter of living their life that does it, because it's unfolding in their reality. It's like when something unfolds in your day that really triggers you to bring up an emotion, that is a blessing. That's what's helping you see what needs to be cleared. And if it keeps coming up over and over again, you're either avoiding it, suppressing it, or there's some other nefarious thing going on in the fourth dimensional astral realm that's tied to you, that's you know, pushing you to try to steal energy from you. So we could, I mean, I'm giving kind of vague answers in a way, because we could talk about this for days, as you know. But so I think besides clearing and transmuting, the next thing to make sure that you're doing is grounding the energies as you are connected to your higher self and source. It's not really higher self, oversoul, and source, but that's what I say, because I need to wrap my mind around the levels of expansion that I am on another level. So that's what I say: higher self, oversoul, and source. And embody that, be that, and speak those codes of higher vibration and love.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that. As far as the conversation we had in a couple live videos before, there's a time to accept in alignment with the divine feminine energy, and there's a time to make decisions and in alignment with the divine masculine energies. However, once again, the balance of both is within one's presence and a sense of being, and a sense of allowance and openness to that which is being presented. From the intuition, there's infinite intelligence, and of course, infinite intelligence is a combination of both energies. It's more so about backing away and being the observer and using where you are in your spiritual maturity, if you will, to make the decisions as far as what moves to make and which energies to harness in that place of unity. So. Right on. Once again, the divine feminine is arriving in a major way during this transition. Let me digress for a second. It's arriving in a major way in this transition, in this now moment. And of course, throughout the linear experience, it's been neglected to a large degree amongst the societies of the human species. However, once again, it's still necessary to respect and embrace the divine masculine and feminine. It's just that a lot of souls are being presented with the opportunity to embrace the divine feminine energies on a broader scale and from a much more aligned sense of being based on their experiences. The divine masculine has been very powerful and dominant throughout the linear experience of humanity. However, many amongst this ascension path are being offered the opportunity to embrace the sense of strength, which comes with allowance, letting go, and releasing the attempts to be in control of circumstances and situations. When it comes to fear, a lot of the transitions that we're moving through now have all been about alignment and allowance, where there is no resistance to what is.
Did you feel that you, at this point in retrospect, made that healing occur by your belief, or do you feel it was something else?
I think purely by belief and intent, we make that happen within ourselves.
How's it going, everybody? Just a little clip from a couple years ago when we got started. Appreciate everybody coming by. I see Jody Lee's in the house, and Jenny Smith, and Adina Costa, and Amanda Crystalline, Joan Stockbridge. Thank you for the comment. Mary Lou. A lot of old faces, a lot of new faces. We're going to just keep putting the broadcasting out there. Our main show is Soul Speaks 5D. We're going to be doing one tonight. It's either going to be with one of two people that I messaged, or we're going to do an open mic roundtable discussion where we try to find some new faces. It's time everybody steps out now. We're all out of the closet. We're all starseeds and galactics, devils and angels. We're all owning up to everything the universe is because it's all a part of us. There is no getting out of that. Unity consciousness is expanding more and more every day as people step into their power, taking it back from a world that confused us by the perfect design, and we made it up. There is a continuous 24-hour watch party on my page and the Soulogy pages of the thousands of hours of programming that we've done over the last few years. So anytime you want to just see what's happening, maybe pick up a little vibe, come off the news feed, just see what's playing. Might be a Soul Speaks 5D, might be a song to pick you up. It might be somebody's testimony. You know, we're all in this together. And we do have the common denominator of the I am soul, but we also have the common denominator of the human who's lived it. So all that work that we've done, all the sacrifices, the pain, and the suffering have been transformed to a higher, pure, unconditional love. And this is what we're doing now. What's up, my sister Shakara Tasha, Monica, Devi, Bhakti, Elizabeth Babbitt. It's good to see everybody. We're coming up on an hour here. These things take a lot of energy. I'm just trying to decide if I want to go another hour. What time is it? 8 o'clock in New York City, 5 p.m. here. Oh, I want to tell you about a little something that happened last night on our second night here. The first night was a big night when Morgan and I connected as we do every night. When we go to sleep, you could call it a meditation or communion or interdimensional connection. Doesn't really matter. But last night about 2:22 in the morning, something told me you got to go outside, and so I did, and I went outside, and I was standing on the back patio, and right behind the patio, I heard a tree branch snap, and I looked over there, and there was a bear, and we kind of merged, and it was all cool. It was a great conversation. It was a great experience, but these things are happening all over the world now, whether they're with animals or whether they're with Star Family. It's happening more and more each and every day. And these are the things we need to remember, that we're all experiencing. We're not crazy. Rather than try to find our connectivity through the story and the movie that's playing in front of us and getting wrapped up in that. You know, it's been a very interesting run since 2012, and talking to people in the chair that I sit in on Soul Speaks 5D is very interesting. You know, it's always an expanding experience for me in each and every show, no matter what. And I've been triggered on shows, and I've seen multidimensional aspects on shows. I've seen all kinds of stuff, but, you know, as a human, as a soul, as a higher aspect, as a lower aspect, I've been through it all. And I think we all go through it all, and that's one of the things we all have to kind of admit. You know, sometimes we feel very human, and sometimes we feel very soul, and sometimes we feel very higher self. So let's see what else I can find. I'm going to just take a quick break and get some hot tea. So I'm going to put on a video, and I'll come right back. Let's see what we got here. Let's see now. Here we go. Let's do a little something different. How about that? Let's see here. Yeah, this is a nice tune right here. This is by a gentleman called Eugene Samuel Lang out of Liverpool, England. It's one of the greatest songs I've ever heard. It's all about the Mother Goddess. It's called Angel Intuitive.
God has women's intuition. Open up your heart and listen. It's all about intuition. Angel. God has women's intuition. Open up your heart and listen. It's all about intuition. Angel. Party. Someone let the cake house in the rain, but it rains roses. Red, white, yellow, orange, and pink. Paper like petals floated in the evening breeze. So nobody noticed. So it didn't really matter, Mr. Language of life, love, and laughter, and happy ever after. Nevertheless, the avenged time stood looking over my right-hand shoulder, talking to me about heroic third participant. Me. Well, I just listened, looked, acted like I understood. Whatever sense I'd have made of it at that instant, at that moment in time, would have done me equally as good. I sat lost in thought, composing an ode to a transcendent saxophone. My memory dressed for the part in an African tie-dye suit, the colors of my old school tie, call it night sky. Had a purple velvet bow tie, and then like, hey, call me, Mr. Nice Guy, me. You wore a black dress and a blue aura as you sat sedately cross-legged at the center of my mind's eye. A jive sambalet fly, a rare Yusuf Lateef flute solo. You swung bolo. Around your feet yapped a little mutt called Toto. And I watched from an upstairs classroom window. Liverpool Collegiate, believe it or leave it. Lattice square triptych, lead line diamond glass, navy blue stars in the sky, night class, mirror from the depths of the past. Vous, mon cher, mais oui, voyez at the bottom of the sea. Well, you did ask. Time flies fast, but why me the mind borrows, while you merely bask, your bewilderment buried like some long-forgotten dream, along with another blues-based graveyard scene, and a picture stolen from another talk-stuff college scenario, like a vision in stereo, and all I could say was, yeah, you know, open up your heart and listen, angel. You sang an aria accompanied by the photograph of a cello. United powers met and the air was mellow. Was you no regret rien? But then again, that was then. But never again, never against my better judgment. For I lost my reputation for good taste. Or was it merely just my taste for good reputation? From a graveyard scene in New Orleans, inscribed in the language of a visual battle card, I faded and reappeared wearing a sequined harlequin's mask, of varying hues, just in time for the masked ball. Enchanted by your spell, but leaving no clues, I merely pretend to be amused by a name that only you would call. You as precious as a piece of antique Afro-Cuban jewelry, and you thought you knew me. But if love's a pale, then life is a Creole casserole, laced with emeralds and spiced with rubies. And if music truly be the food of love, let me wear its multicolored griot rhythms as the most sacred ribbons of my holy fool's motley. All you got to do is listen and open up your heart with vision, angel. Diamond by design, my disguise became harder while you, triggering the trap you sprung yourself, you became ensnared as you enraptured, captured by the smoothness and the stillness and the coolness of the warm night air. And that's something special that made you say in your own sweetly unsophisticated yet sadistic way, I just don't care. Trick or treat, do or dare, I'm going to have to go there wherever it may lead. Eyelashes plead, a side designs a snare, silver web spun glistening, clinging lace embroidered dream, transparent sanguine chalice spilt to gild the heart with blood and guilt. Serendipity duped us, and we were misled by our own misdeeds. Angel, God's got women's intuition. Open up your heart and listen. It's all about inner tuition. Angel, all inhibitions free. Empathy grew from our mutual need. And before either of us had time to really take heed, there you were without a care. Dusky English rose composed of metal petals, polished, relaxed, and in full control you settled. As you affect the exotic dialect of an Andalusian muse, fashioning speech from musical notes that floated upward from an ocean of soul. You underlined the feeling with an obscure logic, an ancient wisdom that I've forgotten now, as much as you had even then. I recede submerged in the mystery of your imagination. Ood at my side, quill in my hand, parchment on my knee, trying to bridge an affinity to your pre-minstrel asymmetry. But you cannot see me clearly. I'm allowing you to question me openly and freely, but you still cannot see me clearly. And the sounds you make can only be described as, well, give me a word. Angel.
All hail the Mother Goddess. That's Eugene Samuel Lang from Liverpool, England. Great artist. Phenomenal soul like every one of us. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, happy middle of the night, wherever you're at. Just here at Soulogy, trying to connect this human hybrid soul grid, the most important grid in our experience. We're all holding etheric hands, lighting this world up now. Hello, Gene Henderson, Paulette Ball, Candace Graham, Melissa Dehan, Michael Kaminsky, Eve Alta, Katarina Del Mar. Like I said before, there's a lot of old familiar faces and names, energies, and there's a lot of new ones. Soulogy is just a reflection of what's happening. It's expanding just like we're all expanding. And it's happening through what is probably an overused word now, authenticity. I like the word raw. Raw. Just raw and real. After all, we're all going through the same thing. We've all been through all the pain. All of our pain is the same, proportionate to our life experiences. We can let it all go now. That's right. And just be. Be who you are. Because you're only going to get to do it one time, as far as we know. That's all we got. But it's all we need. Just a few quick announcements. We've got a 24-hour watch party going on my page and the Soulogy pages with different clips from the Soulogy archives. There's a lot of SoulSpeak full-length episodes playing back-to-back with some songs in the middle from SoulogyOneStudios and friends around the world. So you can catch that anytime you want until we can make our break to our own website. You can also find us on YouTube at SoulogyOneStudios. We're about 60 SoulSpeaks 5Ds behind right now, but I'm uploading right now as I'm working here. We got a little series of videos that Morgan Lee and I are going to put out very soon. The first one will be released, I would imagine, in the next week or so. It's going to be on Helios Gamos. We're also going to do one on Tools of the Ascension. Another one on shadow work, one on sacred union, and one on sacred sexuality, which seems to be a really hot topic. I'm digging it. I'm going to put on a little clip from one of the shows and take about a 10-minute break and come back. If these shows resonate with you, please share. We would appreciate it. We're getting knocked down a little bit on Facebook, but that's okay. Let's do a little Gaia Tree. Talk about dragons.
Too intense now. So every time it's like, oh, just breathe and I can do it. Just breathe and just go through the contraction and it's birthing every day. It's like slowly the labor pains are getting intense and it's birthing new things every day. It's
right. And you know what? The rest, I think, is a big part of it. I'm just pulling your pictures down. Okay. The rest, I think, is a big part of it. The rest isn't, going to sleep, taking naps, resting, seems to be a big part of it. Because I didn't have
resting most of the time.
Yeah, no, I think it's a big part of it.
Sleeping it out.
Yeah, I can tell by my body, right? How much what do you call it? How much transformation physically you're going through, light body, I don't know what you want to call it, but I can tell because I won't get into particulars, but I can tell by what my body does, and it's been really, really. What am I trying to say? It's been much more obvious to me through physical proof, my body, and it's the way I sweat and a few other things over the last 4 days. The last 4 days have been really, really, you know.
Yeah, hot flashes.
Yeah.
Hot flashes, and I go blank. You know, it's like my brain just shuts down. I just go blank. I could be doing anything, reading something, watching something, and I go completely blank. And it's like, takes me a few minutes to get back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Even like trying to drive a car or something, you know.
Oh no, I think it's best not to drive a car when these things are happening to you, because it
Duncan,
could be fatal.
Duncan's in the room, and he said, "Have either of you experienced intense stomach cramps for like the last 2 days?"
Stomach rush. It's more like a rush in the stomach.
Yeah. Mine this morning was I was going for a ride with Morgan. It was in the sacral and the root, and then it went up into my to my stomach. Yeah, into my stomach area, and it was like, I guess it would be the solar, but it was really, I could feel it in the stomach, and it was like pushing into the heart. I don't know what that was. It was very strange. It was like
it comes from the stomach right into the heart, and you need to just breathe in and breathe it out. That's why I call it the contractions, because it's like it comes and then you've just got to breathe it out, exactly like the labor pains. It's like you're just giving birth once again. Hands are itching, soles of the feet itch all the time.
Oh, I've been having that. I've been having the itching on my feet. Yeah, feels weird too. It's not like a regular pins and needles thing. It's like really weird, like it's from the inside out. I felt that. I think I felt that in my hands too, actually.
Yeah, and my ears hurt, physically hurt from inside. It's like even when I talk, I have to keep the tone really low because my ears start hurting. And you know what? The funny thing is, I have some kind of a default setting in me. Anytime it's like anything which is like too serious, or any situation which sort of gets too intense, I just see everything as cartoons.
Cartoons? You cut out, but cartoons? Yeah, that makes sense. Uh-oh. Here, I'm going to pull up I'm going to pull up a couple of the drawings she did. Hang on, you're going to see this. This is pretty crazy. Wild. Wildly divine. Let's see. Here we go. So check this out. Check this out. She froze again. We might not be able to do the show. She's been having problems. Okay, share photos. Share. So this one she sent for the show. Pretty cool. There's another one. I'm going to open it. Let's see here. Oh, there she is. She's back. Okay, hang on.
Am I on?
Yes, you are. Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Oh, okay, good.
So I was just getting into a couple of these dragons that you sent, and well, do I have to pull them up? You want me to pull them up in order, or does it matter?
Yes, please. So
Okay.
I can explain it, because it's been like a step by step.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just want to make sure that we. Okay, go over it if you get cut off. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, please, steps, because it sort of came in like one by one, step by step. So
Yeah.
the first one with the dragon, and so this was in dream state, and
That was.
I wish.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that there's a drag? Is that the first one? That's the first one you sent me. Is that right?
First one, the one with the worlds, the dragon.
This one here?
The big orbs, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm in the right order. Okay. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so you have it on the screen? I don't see it.
Oh, you can't see it? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm out of it.
Well, that's okay.
Oh, here we go. I got it right here. Hang on.
I can explain what it was.
There you go.
So this was in dream state.
Now you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I see this dragon and different worlds. It was like a whole galaxy in and around me and the dragon there. And it was showing me that these worlds are now merging. Everything is going to merge.
Wow.
And this is when this is when it would get really intense. So and we would receive solar body activations, higher heart, solar heart activations, and what else was there? Yeah, so merge into your higher self.
Yeah.
So it was about bringing all of yourselves together and connecting more with your higher self. So that's what I was shown, the worlds merging and higher solar body activations. And the code you see on the head of the dragon, so that was the higher self merging in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
This is what the higher self looked like. It was all swirling, and there was these codes, and they were coming in through the head and into the body, and there was all these worlds that were merging. At first I thought they were orbs, they looked like orbs, but then when it got more clear, it was like different worlds merging in to us, into everything.
Yeah, that spiral and what it does, pretty crazy looking. Wow. And even the one that runs along the bridge of the nose. Yeah,
that's where it's coming in through the thigh and into the heart.
All right. You there? You're still there.
There's a code on the heart center as well.
Let me see. Yeah. Boy.
So okay, right. This is on the throat, but then it was going into the heart. That's where I saw it, in the heart.
Well, what's interesting too is you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 planets. Basically, look like planets. Yeah, that looks pretty. Like this one here, right? Now, is this actually what you see when you're getting these visions? Is this what you see, and you just copy it from memory? I think we lost you again. I've been knocked off 3 times already. Let's see here. Let's go back over here. Sorry about all the technical difficulties, but it is what it is, right? Here, let's try one other one. You got to see this one. This one's trippy. I mean, it's like profound. Okay, here we go. I mean, it's like, to me, it's like half humanoid, half, I don't even know if it's half. It's more like a multi-dimensional hybrid with some dragon, some Lyrian, humanoid, ancient builder, primordial. I don't know, it's pretty trippy though. Okay, we're definitely having some issues here. I think she's back. Can you hear me?
I'm back.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just showing them the second one. Test. Sorry about that. Well, that was little Gayatri Singh. She's very cool. Sorry about the technical difficulties at the end of that. So, yeah, we're just going to keep putting the programming out. We've got a 24-hour watch party going 24/7 on my page and Soulogy pages. Yeah, and we're going to put out some Soul Speaks 5Ds. I'm going to get off here in a minute and check with a couple of people that I wanted to collaborate with. And if not, then we'll come back in a little bit and do a round table open mic where we can get some new faces in here and meet some brothers and sisters that we haven't met on camera before. We met Ion Boldy yesterday. That was very cool. If y'all haven't seen that one, very interesting. Soul Speaks 5D. It's a conscious conversation about what's going on in real time. So I'm going to take a break and come back here in 30 minutes or an hour with a most likely an open mic, new faces, roundtable discussion. I'm going to put it on Zoom, so I'll put up a post, and anybody that wants to come on tonight, just follow the Zoom link. You won't be able to access the studio through Facebook Live. You can watch it through Facebook Live, but access the Zoom link that'll be in the post and the announcement, and just come into the Zoom room, put your hand up, say something to me, let me know you want to come on screen. So I'll check you guys a little bit later. Peace out.